Did you know that over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? That's a huge number. And yet, many of the wealthiest people in the world practice frugal living. Yes, you read that right. They save, cut costs, and make smart choices with their money, even though they could easily afford to spend big. Here's the thing. Frugality isn't just for those struggling to make ends meet. It's a strategy that can change your life, no matter your income. In fact, practicing frugal living can lead to more financial freedom, less stress, and even more happiness. It's about making conscious decisions that give you control over your money and your life. In this video, we'll explore 6 powerful strategies to help you start living frugally, without feeling deprived. We'll uncover why frugal living is a secret weapon for the rich, how you can spend smart without sacrificing, and how living with less can actually give you more. Stick around, because we're about to change the way you think about money forever. Chapter 1. Frugality is freedom. The richer life you didn't know you were missing. Frugal living isn't about being cheap, it's about having more freedom. When you stop spending money on unnecessary things, you free up both your time and your wallet. Research shows that 77% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. But when you adopt frugal habits, you can avoid this cycle and enjoy financial peace. It's not about deprivation, it's about prioritizing what truly matters. Think about it. How many of your purchases last long-term? Most items are quickly forgotten, but the financial freedom gained from wise choices sticks around. By cutting out the wasteful expenses, you open the door to more opportunities. Frugality can mean more travel, less stress, and a bigger savings cushion. It's a mindset that doesn't just help you save, it helps you live better. As the famous investor Warren Buffett says, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. The more you save, the more choices you create for yourself. Chapter 2. The secret power of minimalism. More life, less stuff. The minimalist lifestyle isn't just about getting rid of things, it's about creating space for what truly matters. In fact, a 2019 study by the National Association of Realtors found that 60% of Americans feel overwhelmed by their possessions. Minimalism isn't about getting rid of everything, it's about keeping only what adds value to your life. Take a moment to think, when was the last time you used that closet full of items you rarely touch? By reducing clutter, you make room for more happiness and more meaningful experiences. Research shows that people who downsize their belongings often report feeling less stressed and more focused on their goals. Living minimally doesn't mean sacrificing style or comfort. It's about making smarter choices, whether that means choosing quality over quantity or simply embracing experiences over material possessions. The key is to focus on what enriches your life and remove the distractions. The result? A fuller, more intentional life that isn't bogged down by stuff. And don't forget, the less you own, the fewer things you need to maintain, repair, or replace. You can save both time and money while feeling more fulfilled. Chapter 3. Smart spending, not sacrificing. How frugal living elevates your lifestyle. Frugality doesn't mean living on ramen noodles or never enjoying a treat, it's about spending smarter, not harder. When you make conscious decisions about your money, you can still enjoy the things you love. A study by the University of California found that people who tracked their spending were 30% more likely to improve their financial situation. This strategy is about looking for value rather than just cutting corners. You might think you need to spend big to live well, but it's the opposite. You can find luxury on a budget with thoughtful choices. Maybe you buy a well-made item that lasts years, instead of 3 cheaper versions that fall apart. Or perhaps you choose a cozy, home-cooked meal instead of a pricey restaurant. Frugal living doesn't mean living without, it means living with intention. When you control your spending, you have more freedom to enjoy life's pleasures without feeling guilty. A great example of this is the concept of intentional spending, from The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins, where every purchase is considered a long-term investment in your well-being. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living frugally and saving money the smart way. Stay tuned for the next chapters. Chapter 4. The Psychology of Frugality. Why wealthy people are choosing frugality. It's easy to think that wealth means spending big, but many of the world's richest people are surprisingly frugal. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. The psychology behind frugality is that it leads to a sense of control and security. It's not about being cheap, it's about being disciplined. Studies show that wealthy people often prioritize savings and investments over material goods. According to a 2021 study by Fidelity Investments, 88% of millionaires avoid overspending. By practicing frugality, they build wealth steadily without the need to flaunt it. It's not about showing off, it's about quietly making smart choices that allow for financial independence. The more you save, the more you have to invest, and the more you grow your wealth over time. Frugality empowers you to make decisions that align with your long-term goals, not short-term gratification. This mindset helps reduce stress and allows you to weather financial storms without panic. Chapter 5. Frugal Innovation. Turning simple ideas into big savings. Frugality is about more than just cutting costs, it's about innovation. Some of the best ideas come from working with what you already have. Think about how people turn everyday items into something useful. From homemade cleaning products to second-hand furniture makeovers, frugal innovation allows you to create value out of simplicity. A 2020 study by the National Endowment for Financial Education found that people who get creative with their savings often experience greater financial satisfaction. Frugal innovation isn't just about being resourceful, it's about thinking outside the box. By repurposing and reusing items, you can save money and reduce waste. For example, you might turn an old t-shirt into a cleaning rag, or use your garden's harvest to prepare healthy meals. These small changes add up over time. It's also about learning new skills, like DIY repairs or cooking from scratch, which can save you thousands of dollars. Plus, there's something satisfying about knowing you've created something useful out of nothing. Frugal living can make your life more creative, fun, and fulfilling. Chapter 6. The 1% Frugal Life. Living rich without flashing cash. The wealthiest individuals in the world often practice frugality behind the scenes. The 1% don't always spend lavishly, they focus on wealth-building strategies that don't involve splurging. Take the example of Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA. Despite being one of the richest people in the world, he drove a second-hand Volvo and famously flew economy class. Wealth doesn't always equal extravagance, it often means being smart with your money. Studies have shown that people with high net worth often live below their means. In fact, the book The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley and William Danko highlights that most millionaires live in homes far more modest than you might expect. They prioritize saving, investing, and accumulating wealth rather than spending it on flashy items. It's not about being cheap, it's about being strategic. By avoiding lifestyle inflation, where your spending increases as your income does, you can build a more secure and prosperous future. The 1% understand that wealth is built over time, through consistent and wise financial choices. They don't need to show off their riches because they know that true wealth comes from having more options, not more things. If you've enjoyed these strategies, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insights on living a frugal yet fulfilling life. Thanks for watching, and start making smarter money choices today.